Hi, this is Coach Mick, and in today's quick tip, we're going to show how you and your partner can hit 1,000 more tennis balls in an hour, taking your tennis game to the next level that much faster. Now, how can we do this, you may ask? Well, in the 1930s, the Brazilians invented a soccer game called futsal. And what was that all about? Well, it gave them more touches in less time. And we all know as athletes, more touches in less time means you getting better that much faster. So how can we apply that to tennis? Tennis isn't anything like soccer. Well, I'm going to show you today how you can play futsal tennis style on the tennis court. So what's the answer, you might ask? Now, how many of you guys said the ball machine? Well, yes, that's true. On the ball machine, you can hit a lot more balls in less time. But the problem with the ball machine is you're getting the same ball with the same spin and the same depth every time. So am I realistically going to get better when I'm playing that guy that's trying to be mean to me? No way. Well, here's your answer. These balls right here, all right? And there's 4 different variations of a tennis ball. We have a hard ball, which is 100% compression, a green ball, which is 75% compression, an orange ball that is 50% compression, and a red ball that is 25% compression. The foam ball is used as a red ball as well. Now, what will these balls do for you? Well, number one, they're gonna slow things down, which gives you more time to concentrate on technique, even tactics if you're playing a match, but also it's gonna help you stay balanced up dynamically when you're on the tennis court, so you're hitting the stroke the same way every time with a lot of different variations in the tennis ball. All right, so today I brought one of my bestest buddies here, Harrison, to help me demonstrate us rallying back and forth with a hard ball, then with an orange ball, and then with a foam ball. Now, one of the things you're going to want to watch here is not how many balls we get back and forth, because we're going to tell you that anyway. But we want you to take a look at our swing patterns and notice that they're the same no matter what ball we use. And you're going to see that with a hard ball, we're probably going to have more pickups. And with an orange ball or a foam ball, we're probably going to have less pickups, which gives us more time to hit. And also, take a look at our balance. You're going to see that when we're using a hard ball, we're going to be a little bit more off balance, but when we're using the foam ball or the orange ball, since we have more time, our bodies are going to be in check a little bit more. And when you do the right way or the right thing a lot of times in a row, guess what? We get that much better, don't we? So with the hard ball, we got 82 hits. And you may have seen a lot of running around, a lot of picking up, not a lot of hitting time, more wasting time. Next, we're going to use the orange ball. And with the orange ball, you'll see probably less running around and more balls being hit. Let's check it out. All right, so with the orange ball, we got about 121, and you'll see where we hit more balls and less running around and less picking up. Now on to the foam ball. All right, and with the foam ball, about 122 hits. If you multiply that out over an hour, it's about 1,000 more hits. Now sure, you're gonna take some breaks and be resting, but proportionally, it's the same, and you're gonna be hitting many more balls in an hour. Now I hope you noticed our swing speeds, and you also noticed that there's only one ball pickup with these balls, which means more balls for you to hit, More practice for you, more W's and check marks in that column. All right, we're going to take a look at a couple of members at my club hitting tennis balls, and we're starting off with the hard ball. Now, one thing I want you to notice here is balance. And you can see with the hard ball, it's going to come at different levels, different heights, different depths, like any tennis ball, but it's forcing her off balance a little bit. She's not able to repeat the same shot over and over again. Same thing with this member over here. She's getting a lot of different balls where, yes, in a match that's going to happen, but if you're trying to work on stroke patterns, things like that, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. And I can see from this view here, there's going to be a lot more running around. Once that ball gets, that first ball gets out of control, then it's hard to come back to our happy place here as we're trying to rally back and forth with a partner. And therefore, it's going to be a little bit more difficult to repeat those repetitive patterns. All right, and if you look at with the foam ball here, you're going to see a little bit less running around. You can see that the dynamic balance is better. She's able to focus on her strokes a little bit more. The one thing you want to recognize here is swing speed and stroke patterns. They're just as fast, same stroke patterns, same swing speed, much better balance, less running around, which means she can focus a little bit more on perfecting her stroke. And another thing you'll notice here is with this foam ball, it's easier to do things even like catch the ball off the rise. And if things do get out of control, it's a lot easier to bring the ball back into focus and getting right back into the rally there. But you don't have to back up. She caught that ball right here. You can see where she's not running around as much on the court. Balance is better. Same stroke patterns. And that means more hits for them in an hour, more practice hitting the ball the same way every time, which means when they get into a match, if they're used to swinging a certain way a bunch of times, it's probably going to stick. Okay, so you saw us hit with the hard ball, then the orange ball, and then the foam ball. And one thing we hope that you recognized was how much easier it was to hit with these balls and use the same technique with the same swing patterns and more hits in less time. And what does that mean for you? That means you're going to get a lot better in less time, and that means you're going to take your game to the next level that much faster.